Oh hey, I've just been playing some Multiversus. You know what? Come here, let me tell you about it. So first off, I just want to say, I love the game. It's a great game, and I want it to succeed. But the corporate greed is ruining it. But before I talk about the problems, I want to talk about the things that I like. The maps and the characters, which are the meat and potatoes of the game. And these devs know how to cook. They have a great roster. I'll give you a quickie on my favorites. Iron Giant. He can boost attack to the side, boost up, boost down, boost kick, and rage mode. Or Stripe. There's the chainsaw lunge attack. He could pull a bomb out, ignite it, causing damage to himself but more damage to his enemies. Throw a saw blade that runs across the map. And gun. Last example, Gizmo. He has a bow that he can charge, throws popcorn as an up attack, can combo the popcorn and the bow to get a scatter shot, and the most important, Car. He also has musical notes, but I never figured out what they do. Now onto the stages. Wow. You know the player can interact with this? Yeah. The stage's walls can be destroyed, opening up the side blast zones. And there are levers on the corner that can open up the floor for the bottom blast zones. Another cool stage is Townsville, where Mojo Jojo's flying saucers the stage's hazard, pulling players in with a magnet, dropping bombs, shooting a laser, turning them into dogs. After the saucer receives enough damage, it crashes into the stage, causing it to shrink. I mean, with maps like these, it really elevates the entire experience. I should also mention the voice lines. Every character can talk, and can even talk with each other. On top of that, the voices of each character changes depending on the skin. For example, Jake's skin, Cat.
I am so proud of all the buns you've been kicking lately.
Get ready for some emotional and physical pain.
It really is the little things in life. But now let's talk about the problems. The focus on the character Joker is annoying. He's required for weekly missions and events. Completing every challenge but the last two and being forced to look at them for a week is torture. Taunting me with the XP I'm losing out on. And it repeats next week. You'll also lose out on a lot of challenges and fights in the Rift if you don't have them. The worst part about it all is the price. Double the amount of everyone else. Unlocking Jokers can be the biggest buyer's remorse after this season. Don't waste your fighter currency on him like me. Late season isn't even prioritizing him as much anymore. On top of that, the next season will have the same BS but with the new overpriced character. With that being said, let's talk about unlocking the characters. It's such a grind to get the fighter currency. You're required to have 3,000 to unlock one character, and that's extremely hard to get, let alone double. Luckily for new players, the devs front-loaded the game with fighter currency. Now this is nice. You'd get enough for one old character, but after you finish the beginner challenges, there's only pain and suffering. Now you're probably wondering, what does the grind look like after the game is done giving fighter currency out like candy? I'll open up your eyes. To progress through the battle pass and events is going to require you to complete daily, weekly, and event challenges. Many events lasting around 2 weeks don't offer fighter currency. The ones that do take days to earn and won't be enough for a fighter. If you are one of the people who have and complete the entire battle pass on its own, you'll be short some fighter currency and won't be able to unlock a character. Can't even rely on the character's battle pass. You need to sacrifice a piece of your sanity maxing the characters just to get peanuts in return. Smaller than peanuts compared to the amount of effort and dedication needed. The only nice thing is the account battle pass. You'll get a high volume of fighter currency, but it's once every blue moon. So you should just forget about it, and it'll be a nice surprise when a good amount of fighter currency appears out of nowhere. Everything I listed before takes weeks to progress through. It's a slow, painful grind until you start to see some fighter currency. It's such a grind everyone else noticed. Now you're probably asking the question, what could possibly make this grind easier? Money. $10 per character. The main point of the game is a large roster of characters, but you're only allowed to play a small portion. You're going to miss out on a lot of fun. Grinding in a game is fine and can be enjoyable if it's in a healthy amount. Moving on to the worst event. Beat the Rift, unlock Agent Smith. Before we continue, I heard that this one's coming back next season with a new character. I recommend not to play it, save your time, do something else. Let's continue. So it requires you to play the new PvE mode 20 times for Agent Smith. Each rift has 5 difficulties. The harder difficulties require completing the ones prior and a high enough gem level to access it. Then there are the ones that are blocked by a date or for no reason. To increase the gem level required to unlock these difficulties, you have to complete a certain amount of challenges. For example, Jason vs. Multiverse has a total of 90 challenges and you need 72 to receive all the XP on this difficulty. Each fight wants you to bring a friend, so if you're a solo player, you'll lose out on 18 challenges. And that's the same for every rift. 4 fights are locked, 3 require Jason, the last one requires the Joker. And the only way to unlock Jason is to pay for the season pass, otherwise you're not going to have access to those 4 fights. Now let's check another rift, Surf's Up. You have a total of 110 challenges and you need 79 for the full amount of XP. Solo players lose out on 22. There are 3 missions locked behind sports attire, but there are challenges to ask for a beach ready outfit. Luckily they gave us one for free after waiting 11 days, but I guess they just forgot to add him into the mission, and Superman wouldn't have even fit the criteria for a Scooby-Doo or a Steven Universe character. But you could buy those from the store for $8. It's okay though, because you'll need the beach ready outfit because 4 missions are locked after that. This time you could use Superman, but like before, he doesn't fit all of the criteria. If you're thinking about going around these missions, you'll still encounter 11 challenges that require one of the sports attire or beach ready outfits, which further incentivizes the player to buy one of these cosmetics. Or you could just go into the store and buy some XP gem boosters, skipping all this BS for only $35, because we all know anything else won't move the needle. Like I said before, just skip the event and enjoy the rift instead. Now I can talk about the differences between the beta and the full release, how free-for-all was missing, how the characters are bigger and slower, but it's close enough to the beta. The worst part is that it feels like they're putting in the effort, yet they're ruining it by baiting players into buying trash. It honestly sucks to find out the game the more I think about it. Nobody wants to buy your stupid skins that only adds a hockey mask or a shark hat. The crazy part is that they have amazing skins, but they want to trick you into buying trash. It honestly sucks. If you want change, vote with your wallet. Don't buy the gem boosters, characters, or the dumb skins. I'll see you later.